Welcome. Hey, to all the working moms out there, I see you. You're juggling the deadlines and the diapers, the conference calls and the carpools, and I just want to start by saying the work you do every single day, it's incredible. It really does feel like a high wire act, doesn't it? This constant, delicate balance where the stakes feel so high. And honestly, if you're working from home, those lines between work and life can blur into one giant, overwhelming mess. But I need you to hear this loud and clear. You are so not alone in feeling this way. And even more importantly, you don't have to just live there. I mean, does this sound familiar? That feeling of just constantly running on empty, being stretched so thin, and secretly wondering if you're the only one who feels like they're just barely holding it all together? Well, you're not. And that exhaustion, it's real. Okay, but here's the good news. A better balance isn't some far-off dream. It's totally achievable. We're going to walk through a clear 4-pillar roadmap that'll help you shift from just surviving to actually thriving. So let's dive in. Our journey starts right here with Pillar 1, mastering your mindset. Because you know what? Before we change a single thing on our schedule, we have to start with the stories we tell ourselves inside our own heads. This is the foundation for everything else. First things first, we have got to let go of the supermom myth. It's impossible. Believing we have to do everything perfectly all the time is just a one-way ticket to burnout. The big shift is embracing a good enough mindset. Now, this is not about lowering your standards. It's about choosing progress over perfection and giving yourself some much-needed grace. Which, of course, brings us to the biggest hurdle for so many of us, mom guilt. Oh, that nagging voice telling you you're not doing enough at work or you're not doing enough at home. So how in the world do we actually start to let that go? Well, here's a really simple but powerful way to reframe it. 1. Acknowledge that the guilt is really just a sign of how much you love your family. 2, reframe your thinking. You're not feeling them. You are a powerful role model, showing your kids what resilience and passion look like. And 3, focus on quality time, not just the sheer quantity. Seriously, 20 minutes of being truly present and connected is worth so much more than 2 hours of distracted time. All right, let's move on to Pillar 2, building systems that save you. And listen, this is not about adding more rigid rules to your life. It's about creating simple structures that actually give you back your time and your mental energy. Okay, first up is a game changer called time blocking. So instead of a chaotic to-do list, you actually schedule your day into dedicated blocks for certain tasks. It helps you focus on one thing at a time, whether that's a big work project, family time, or even, wait for it, a break for yourself. And it can be really simple. Just imagine a morning that looks something like this. A block for your own routine before the house wakes up, then a block for family connection over breakfast, followed by a really focused work block. This kind of rhythm tells your brain exactly what it should be doing and when. Another fantastic system is task batching. This is all about being efficient. So instead of answering emails every 10 minutes, you batch them into 1 or 2 specific time slots. Same goes for errands, phone calls, meal prep, you name it. Grouping similar tasks together just stops you from feeling pulled in a million directions. Now, Pillar 3 is absolutely crucial. This is what holds everything together. Defining boundaries. This is all about protecting your most precious resources, your time and your energy. Let's just think about the stakes for a second. Constantly saying yes to every single request, it costs you. Big time. We're talking burnout, resentment, and your attention being split 100 ways. But learning to say no, that isn't selfish. It's powerful. It protects your energy, lets you be truly present with your family, and it builds self-respect. Part of setting boundaries is also learning to delegate. And please, remember this. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Giving your kids chores or sharing the load with your partner doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're the smart, capable CEO of your life. And that leads us perfectly into our final pillar, the one that, let's be honest, almost always gets shoved to the bottom of the list, refueling yourself. And let's get one thing straight. Self-care is not selfish. It is essential. I mean, come on, this chart probably looks painfully familiar, right? The bar for family needs is way up here. The bar for work demands, also way up here. But our own personal needs, they're often so low they're barely even on the chart. And that is just not sustainable. It's a classic saying because it is so true. You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't give your best to your job or your family if you are completely running on fumes. Taking time to refuel isn't a luxury, it's a requirement. And refueling doesn't have to mean some elaborate spa day. It's about the power of micro breaks, tiny, doable things you can fit into any day. Like 3 minutes of guided breathing between meetings, a 5-minute walk to get some sun, or even just listening to one of your favorite songs from start to finish with no interruptions. These small moments add up to make a huge difference. So we've walked through the 4 pillars to help you find more balance. But now comes the most important part, turning this knowledge into action. Just remember the framework. It all starts with your mindset, letting go of that perfectionism. Then you build systems, like time blocking to create some breathing room. You define those boundaries to protect your energy. And finally, you refuel yourself because you absolutely deserve it. Look, this is not about completely overhauling your life overnight. It's about progress, not perfection. So I want you to ask yourself, what is one small win you can create for yourself today? Maybe it's delegating just one chore. Maybe it's saying no to one tiny request. Or maybe it's just taking that 5-minute walk. Your journey starts with that single, small step. You've got this.